Boris still have the upper hand defended by former NI Secretary despite recent rail controversy. Boris Johnson's handling of Brexit has been defended by former Northern Ireland Secretary Theresa Villiers. Theresa Villiers has rallied around the Prime Minister over the Northern Ireland Protocol and slammed the legacy of Theresa May on Brexit. Ms Villiers told GB News' Darren McCaffrey that Mr Johnson started at a disadvantage due to the deal struck with Brussels by the former Prime Minister. The Conservative MP added that she believed Mr Johnson would never have wanted to sign up to the protocol, given the choice. The former Northern Ireland Secretary was asked, "Do you think it was a mistake during the referendum campaign and indeed, actually, afterwards in the negotiations that, frankly the UK government, and indeed the European Union did not listen to unionists enough? Unionist concerns about what might well happen in any future deal?" Ms Villiers replied, "I believe certainly that under the Theresa May government they didn't listen sufficiently to unionist concerns. I think under Boris, I think he recognised from the start that the Northern Ireland Protocol was a very difficult compromise. Yeah, I feel pretty confident it wasn't something that he actually wanted to sign up to. But that was the best deal he could get given that he started at a disadvantage because of the agreement signed by his predecessor. But certainly, I think that we must remedy the defects within the protocol to respond to the concerns of many in Northern Ireland but especially the unionist community." It comes after a former Irish diplomat alleged to Express.co.uk that the Irish government is very worried about the UK's threats to trigger Article 16. Ray Bassett has argued that to do so would leave Dublin in a very, very bad position. He added that within Irish political circles there is concern that Ireland overplayed its hand during the Brexit negotiations. Former Irish leader and now Deputy Prime Minister Leo Varadkar opted for a strong pro-EU position during talks. Mr Bassett told Express.co.uk, "On the overall picture Ireland is very worried and I saw the Taoiseach last night was very worried that the UK was going to invoke Article 16. Which would place us in a very, very bad position. There's also a feeling quietly in Dublin that we brought some of this ourselves. Particularly by Leo Varadkar and Simon Coveney's early period where we adopted a very hostile attitude to the UK. Which wasn't in Ireland's interest at any stage but was very much seen as playing the European card." Boris Johnson defended his levelling up credentials while on his second visit to the North East in 2 weeks. The Prime Minister was accused of breaking promises and cancelling levelling up when the government revised its plans for Northern Powerhouse Rail. He has now called such accusations absolute tripe and nonsense. Under the Department for Transport's new £96 billion Integrated Rail Plan, IRP, existing plans for high-speed trains in the North East were abandoned. Instead, the region will see newly announced improvements to existing services, including station upgrades and the installation of digital signalling. In a lengthy statement, Councillor Martin Gannon, Labour leader of Gateshead Council and chair of the North East Joint Committee, referred to the move as a hammer blow for the North East and the very opposite of levelling up. Speaking from a robotics factory in Blyth after a chaotic South Shields speech, Mr Johnson hit back at such claims, saying the rail agenda we're delivering is absolutely extraordinary by any standards. He went on to highlight how estimated journey times to and from the North East will be reduced under the new plans compared to current durations. In a lengthy statement, Councillor Martin Gannon, Labour leader of Gateshead Council and chair of the North East Joint Committee, referred to the move as a hammer blow for the North East and the very opposite of levelling up. Speaking from a robotics factory in Blyth after a chaotic South Shields speech, Mr Johnson hit back at such claims, saying the rail agenda we're delivering is absolutely extraordinary by any standards. He went on to highlight how estimated journey times to and from the North East will be reduced under the new plans compared to current durations. And the main benefit of HS2 was always moving the faster trains onto a dedicated track to free up space to run more local services, Ms McKinnell continued. The idea that you can improve local and regional services by cutting swathes of the north off from high-speed rail makes no sense whatsoever. Mr Johnson was in the North East primarily to deliver a speech to the Confederation of British Industry, CBI, about renewable energy. The address has received much attention due to the Prime Minister losing his place, referencing Peppa Pig and unicorns, and making car noises. Pig and unicorn.